What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, Tehn, doing another random movie review for your enjoyment. Your enjoyment. So, I am going to be reviewing Birds of Prey. They and I just went on a date night, and we just came back from the movie like literally 5 minutes ago. Just came back, and I wanted to do this review before I went to bed because it's fresh in my mind, and I can tell you what I like, what I didn't like. No spoilers. I will not spoil it for anybody, just in case anybody was really excited to see it. I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it for you. So I'm just gonna do this by what I did like. The soundtrack to Birds of Prey was lit, but I heard some of the songs, saw some of the videos before it even came out, so I knew it was about to be lit. I knew it was about to be popping. We got Megan the Stallion, we got Doja Cat, we got Halsey, we got freaking everybody on the freaking thing. Lots of women on the soundtrack, which I'm here for, totally here for that. So I was really excited about that. I really love the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack was flawless. It was beautiful. There's a great scene to Barracuda by Heart. Great fight scene in there. I won't say anything more about the fight scene other than I really enjoyed it, and I love that they use that song. Um, I love the fight choreography. That was the thing that I liked the most about the entire film was the fight choreography. I thought the choreography was beautifully done. I thought that uh it was tight. Um I thought that it was really beautifully shot too. It seems like the choreographer of the fights was aware of how the director wanted the shot and kind of did the choreography, based on that. And I think that's freaking dope. And I really just loved every fight scene. I thought every fight scene was pretty good. I think that some scenes, of course, were better than others. Um, I thought that it was just like mostly flawless with the choreography. Uh, Everybody looked great. Stunt team did that. Y'all did that stunt team. Um, I really liked Harley, of course, but Harley Quinn, Robbie's Harley Quinn is really funny. She's personable. She commands a screen when she's on the screen. So I loved her. She was the only part of Suicide Squad that I just genuinely loved. Like I loved. Like the other characters were fine, but I loved me some Harley Quinn. In Suicide Squad, which for me is a so-so movie. It's okay. I watched it for like $1 at the dollar movie. I wouldn't I would have spent that dollar again, but I wouldn't pay more than $1 to watch it again. But anyway, we're talking about the Harley Quinn movie. So, yeah, I really loved her. I really, really loved Rosie Perez. I think Rosie Perez is so talented. I think that she still doesn't get like I feel like the recognition and this respect that she deserves as somebody who's been in this business for like what 30, 40, maybe even 50 years. And that woman ages like fine wine. Can we just wow, she looked amazing. Like fine wine. Like I love every minute she was on the screen. She's just loud and brash, and her as Renee Montoya. I really loved her as Renee Montoya. Well, then let's talk about some of the other characters. Huntress, Mary Elizabeth Weinstein as Huntress. I think that she was cast perfectly. I think that she looks like Huntress. Or let it be known that I've not read the comics, but from what I've seen, little research I've done of some of these characters, I think she looked like Huntress. I think that she was funny. I also think that um, Huntress is a very interesting, complex character, and I really liked. It was a human. I really liked her character, but she was so underdeveloped. Like she's such an underdeveloped character. Like that, we're gonna get to that when on my other side. Okay, what else that I really like about the movie? I like some of the artistic shots. It's a very beautifully shot movie. I like some of the artistic Harley things that we see. I thought the effects were really nice. Um, the acting was good. Yeah, the acting was good. I have actually no issues with the acting. I feel like everybody did a good job of what they had. They did a good job of what they had, and we'll get back to that in a second. Even Edwin McGregor, I don't know ever know how to pronounce his man's name. He was fun to watch. He was really fun to watch, but I'll get back to Black Mass in a second and why he didn't do it for me. Um, I love the queerness. There's a lot of little like casual queer moments, casual queer um nuggets in there. Like I love that Harley Quinn carries around a beaver. I see you, Harley. Listen, I'm on that gay shit, so I feel like that was a that was a like a entendre. Um, I also think that she and like uh Black Canary had like this kind of sexual tension that I was here for. I was here for the sexual tension. Um, Also, I think that Black Mass and his little henchmen, I'm gonna let y'all decide. If anybody has watched the movie and you come across this at some point in your life and you've watched the movie and you with it and you understand what I'm trying to say, tell me. Or if you just completely didn't see it, that's fine too. But him and his little henchmen, there was something going on there, and I'm here for it. I'm here for all the little gay nuggets. Of course, Renee Montoya is a queer woman in the comics and in media. She's a queer woman, so I love that they didn't stray away from that. But I wish you know, Ellie Wong plays her ex girlfriend, but I wish that there was like a little more about that, but it wasn't about look who's gay. So, I get that, but I wish there was more. So those are all the things I feel like I really, really enjoyed about the movie. The acting, the soundtrack, the fight scenes. I liked a lot of the artistic visuals. And I really liked certain things about certain cast members. I think that for the most part, the casting was really good. So let's go to what I don't like about the movie. So let it be known that my commentary is strictly on what I thought needed help and was stylistically or like was lacking in the movie because I really enjoyed the movie. I don't want my $5 back. I enjoyed it. I had fun, but there were certain parts of the movie where I was bored to tears, and it had nothing to do with it being an all-female cast. We not like that over here, okay? I'm here for that, okay? It just sometimes it just lagged, and there's like I found my eyes glazing over. I'm like, what's going on now? Like it just, sometimes I was just bored. But I mean, it's an hour, 45 minutes, almost 2 hour movie. Sometimes, you get bored, and that's okay. So, yeah, I found myself kind of like being disinterested in it, but then something cool would happen or something really visually stunning would happen, and then I'd like pop back into it. So that's not inherently like horrible, but I did wish that it didn't lag in certain places. The second thing that I did not like about the film was the pacing of the film and the lack of character development. Now, I was just talking to my fiance about this in the car because we went together on a date to watch the movie. And I said, I wish there was a little bit more development on these characters. Um, but that, and they were like, it's hard to flesh out and introduce and flesh out like five characters, in a 2 hour movie. It's really difficult. So I understand that. But this is the third DC universe, like newer DCEU universe, not like Batman begins to Dark Knight Rises. I'm not talking about that DCEU. I'm talking about what it is now. And this is my third movie that I've seen. I've seen Justice League, I've seen Aquaman, and I've seen Birds of Prey now. Um, After all these movies, including the shitty Batman and Superman ones, that just the V versus Superman, whatever. I'm not watching that shit. Not interested. Personally. Um, I just thought that they would have gotten it right this time because they've done this two times already. No, three times because there's Wonder Woman. I haven't seen Wonder Woman, but Wonder Woman I know was probably lauded as the best out of all of them, you know. Um, I don't understand why they haven't gotten down packed yet. And like I said, I'm not a filmmaker, I'm not an actor, I'm not a producer. I don't know the ins and outs of it all, but I don't understand how they didn't get it right. Like I don't understand. Like I don't get it. Like success, they everything laid out good and they still drop the ball in certain areas. And that's not all their fault. It's hard to, like I said, they didn't want a 3 hour like Endgame, so I get that. But the beauty of Endgame was that we were able to get um, a lot of closure. We were able to pursue things and introduce characters and establish more characters because there was so much time, and you know there were freaking um, other movies before it. So I really didn't like that. Third thing, the villains. DCEU villains are not scary. They're not intimidating. They're not that interesting. They're just so bland. Like freaking what's his name? Steppenwolf, Justice League, bland. The bad guy, I guess would they be bad guys in Aquaman? Because that was weird. The bad guys, I guess, in Aquaman, bland, boring. Ewan McGregor's character as Black Skull, he was a fun time. He was fun. You could tell he was having. What are y'all doing? What you doing, girl? I heard you creeping in the kitchen. That's my dog. Sorry. Um, Aphrodite, what you doing? You up to some sneaky stuff? Hold on, I can tell. Come here, Aphrodite. Come here, pooper. This is the pooper who's sneaking around. What you sneaking around for? She's sneaking around. Was that you sneaking around, Athena? They're twins. Sorry, I'm distracted. Oh, okay, go away. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, he was very fun. He had a good time. I could tell he was having a good time playing this mess of a character. But other than that, he was a bland, one-dimensional villain that all DCEU villains are. Bland, one-dimensional, just boring. Even though he had a lot of fun, he was a little odd, he was a little eccentric. His reasonings for doing what he did, bland, boring, seen it over and over and over and over and over again. I'm sick of it. DCEU. I know. I'm just a 27-year-old college student, okay? Part-time worker, part-time artist, part-time YouTuber, part-time piece of shit, part-time asshole. So, I'm not really, I'm nobody special, but I love movies and I love superhero movies and I love action movies. So I have an opinion. I have an opinion. And my opinion is that y'all gotta step y'all villain game up. Y'all gotta step it up. Like these characters, I could tell that they could be really great, but for some reason it doesn't translate on the freaking movie. I don't know why it's not translating. I don't know what it is, but it never ever 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 translates. Right. I just found him hilarious. Black Mass wasn't intimidating. Who he intimidating? He didn't intimidate nobody. Like come on now. Come on. And you can be eccentric and funny and be intimidating at the same time. We've seen it before, but he wasn't. He was just hilarious and he hammed it up and it was great. You could tell he was having a good time. And I guess that's all that matters is that Ewan had a good time. But yeah, and it's not even just him. All DCEU villains have underwhelmed me personally. And this is not to say, am I more of a Marvel fan? Of course. But that's not to say that Marvel hadn't had their fair share of villains that I'm just like, But why though? But DCEU have yet to give me a villain that I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It hasn't happened. And I'm just not sure it's gonna happen, honestly. I'm just not sure it's gonna happen. But we'll see because Wonder Woman, the other Wonder Woman is coming out, which I won't be watching, but that's a separate conversation. And there are gonna be more movies coming out. So, maybe they'll get it right. But right now I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. Y'all being sneaky. They doing something bad. When dogs get quiet, it's like when kids get quiet. Be scared. Okay, so I guess the final thing that no, I guess there's probably two more things. So I guess the fourth thing that I did not like about the Birds of Prey movie was the lack of time that all of the characters got together. I just think that they didn't have a lot of time together to have the um like the symbiosis when they fight together. Like I don't know, it don't seem real. And I know that this is a freaking superhero movie, it doesn't have to seem real, but like they barely spent any time together. So it's really weird how it's just like, okay, we're teaming up. And they fought like they'd been fighting alongside each other for 10 years, and it was just like, that's not how that work usually. But you know I guess maybe sometimes it just happens like that. And then the last thing that I didn't really care for was, and I touched on this, was the pacing. The pacing of the movie was just all over the place. Um, I liked that Harley was narrating. I thought that was adorable. I think that's very adorable. But it just jumped all over. It was scattered, and maybe it was supposed to be scattered. Maybe it was supposed to be scattered, but I just ended up feeling frustrated because it went from here to here to here to here to here. And let it be known, I have OCD and control issues, so maybe it's just me. But like it didn't match up. I didn't love that. But I did like the final end fight. Like I said, not going to get into any details. I did like that girl, Cassandra Cain, the actress who plays her, and like the character was hilarious. She was so funny. She was so funny. Honestly, the movie's worth a watch just to see Harley and like that girl interact. They had chemistry. I love it's like this mother daughter chemistry, but like Harley's the mother from hell and she's the daughter from hell, but it works. So I really like that about it. So I would recommend like checking that out. That's my favorite part of it. And then the things that I was just kind of like so on was the storyline. The storyline was so, nothing major, nothing amazing, nothing like mind-bogglingly different, but it was fine. Um What else? Oh, I forgot one thing I loved. The outfits in the show in the movie were beautiful. Oh my god, everybody looks so good all the time. Like I loved how they dressed Black Canary. She's style icon, style icon. Um, oh god, she looked beautiful. Just the entire movie, the costume designer, girl, boy, they, human, individual, whoever you are, you did that. You did that. The costumes were beautiful. Everybody looked amazing. The costumes fit the personalities. It came together so well with the costumes. So yes, I love the costumes. I almost forgot about the costumes. Um, oh yes. So all in all, if I had to give Birds of Prey a rating from A to D, as if I was Eber and Roper, or a thumbs up and thumbs down, despite all of the things that I didn't like about it, I would actually recommend the movie, and I'd give the movie a B minus because, and I'll tell you why. A part of it, we're just supporting women, all mostly women, non-men casts. We're here for that. Two, gay shit. It's subtle, but it's there. Three, the action scenes are really good, and like I said, the characters are fun. They are fun. Um, I would actually recommend it if you're a fan of Harley Quinn. Watch the movie If you're a fan of the DCEU, I think you'll enjoy the movie. Is it going to win any major awards like Joker? Maybe not. Is it going to um is it the thing that we needed to turn the DCU into something that might actually be worth shit? Yeah. I think that despite where it lacked, it still is a step in a better direction than when they started. With Batman v Superman. Hot mess. Not don't care. Um I haven't even seen Batman v Superman. I've seen clips of it, and that was enough. And I've tried to watch it, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm not down with Batfleck. I'm just not. He doesn't do it for me. And Henry Cavill, he's cute, but he doesn't do it for me either. Um, so I don't really have any wanting or desire to pursue those. But I do think it was a step in the right direction. Aquaman also, I really did enjoy Aquaman, despite the fact that it had some of the issues that the Birds of Prey had. But I think in the future that they should have done just the solo Harley movie and then introduced the Birds of Prey, because I think I would have liked it better if it was just separate. So like Birds of Prey having their own film series, doing the thing, here for it. Harley Quinn having her own film series, doing it, here for it. Then they can team up every now and then, but I think it would have been better to start off separately. But that's just my personal opinion. Okay, opinions are just like assholes. We all have one. This is just mine. Yeah, so I would still recommend it. I'd say go, especially my queer kids, my women of the world, uh non-men of the world, people who are just into it. Go see it. I think you'll really like it. Go with a friend, go with your bae, go with your boo. It was fun. I did have a good time. So I will give it a thumbs up, and I will give it a, did I say B minus? I'm gonna give it a B minus. I almost gave it a C, but I'm like, no, I liked more than I disliked, even if I didn't number it off right. I enjoyed the movie. And a lot of the times, that counts for something for me. If I enjoyed the movie, even if it didn't hit stylistically or storyline what I needed it to hit, if I liked the movie, that gets points. All right, y'all, I've talked enough. Um, I don't want to keep rambling on. I recommend you see the movie. Uh, but if, like I said, if you've seen it, if you've actually seen the movie already, comment. Tell me how you felt about it. Like, I want to talk about it. I want to talk to y'all about the movie. Let's talk. Let's chit chat. Let's have a little chat. Like, you tell me if you liked it, if you didn't like it. You tell me what you into, what you not into with the movie. Don't, but let it be known right here to the people who are talking about it. Don't do that misogynistic bull crap. I'm not here for that. If you didn't like the movie because it was about women or it featured strong women, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You need a better reason to not like a movie other than rampant misogyny, okay? I don't care. If you dislike the movie for some of the reasons I stated, go off, sus. But don't comment some bullshit, okay? All right, y'all. I need to go. I need to go. I'm tired. Y'all, I gotta work in the morning. I've been up since 8 o'clock, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching my random movie review. These will be random. I was going to do, I was planning on doing a review of a Lifetime movie that I watched last night, which I will still be doing that review later on because we need to talk. In fact, I am going to maybe plan to do reviews once a week or maybe twice a month on Lifetime movies. It's going to be called Lifetime with your boy Tehn or some shit. I'll figure that shit out. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Stay gay. Bye.